Game Pirates, oh, and we are coming to play. We're gonna sail the 7 seas of games. No Jews, no Pirate Bay, no Game Pirates.
And instantly welcome back. Literally almost 0 time has passed since we said next time.
Don't tell them our secrets.
It's pretty obvious. We're in this place now.
We're in the desert pass.
Desert path. And I need to poop.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh my god!
We probably should have waited to start the episode because I got poop. Well, now we gotta wait.
We were stuck here.
We were stuck here for another 10 minutes. We've almost recorded as long as we did yesterday, but I'm not tired.
Yeah, the difference is we didn't start recording until like 9:30 yesterday.
Okay, so after we defeat the ammo baron, we'll switch.
Are you sure?
Games.
I don't know, because then that's still a whole other dungeon. We haven't even gotten him.
Oh wait, are we not after the ammo baron in this one?
We are.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's our mission. But,
Oh,
like,
I
we're
guess...
in the desert pass. We haven't even.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, we don't exactly know where we are, huh?
We're just exploring the desert right now. I mean, we just got here. See?
Wow, there's a lot of goddamn... Why didn't you go in that one?
And if I exit and come back, the demons come back.
It's weird that sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Got it. Gotta go, cute little monkey. There she goes. I'm drawing a blank on monkey jokes. Sad. How about another story? Once I think of one.
We're going to Pack South in January.
We are? Oh yeah, we are. Go meet up with if he's going. I don't know.
We didn't really look into who's going. But we're pretty much just gonna go for a Saturday. And
that's it.
it's a day trip.
It's not that far from us. It's only 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
And we go to San Antonio a lot, so not that big of a deal. Oh, how about the? Oh, excuse me. What about the hunting?
Oh, yeah. Fudge. Right, left. I'm gonna go left.
So, this year was the first time Alex actually went hunting with me. She's been in the blind with me before, but it wasn't during hunting season or whatnot. Obviously, I've talked about this in the past that I'm a hunter, and it was funny because I was live tweeting. I was live tweeting the hunts and whatnot, and so Alex was with me this time. We were in the blind. I was hunting with my crossbow. It wasn't rifle season yet. It was still bow season, so I was using my crossbow. And we had actually seen a lot while in the blind. We hadn't seen any shooters, but we had a small couple. We had a couple small bucks in the come to the feeder, and we're only like 10-15 yards away from the feeder in this ground blind, right? And Spider just kept trying to attack Alex.
Oh my god, the arachnophobia was real.
Yeah. They're a big spiders. Yeah, they were just trying to get into our blind. I had to keep knocking them off. But they jumped.
How dare you!
Didn't we knock them off while the deer were there and they were like, what the fuck? Yeah. We had the deer there and the spider.
No, you were about to take your shot.
Oh, that's right.
And he comes in. I was like, oh my god.
So anyway,
I was trying so hard.
Anyway, we had this deer. We had a couple deer there. They were young. There was a doe and a 4-pointer and a 7-pointer.
Who was an asshole?
No, the 7-pointer. Or the the one with the broken time.
Not the.
Yeah, and he was only about a year old, you know. So obviously, where I hunt on our lease, what we do is we only hunt the older deer. You know, we want these deer to breed and whatnot, so we only hunt the older deer, and we can't hunt any does because the buck to doe ratio is way too many bucks to does. So you can take 2 bucks, but you can't take any does, which is obviously fine. Well, the thing was, so I'm in the blind, we're in the blind. It was towards the end, very end of the hunt. It was it the last hunt? Right? Yeah, it was our last hunt for the weekend. And,
no, it was the night before. Because we
didn't go home until the next day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in the blind. It's at the end of the hunt. We've had these 3 same deer there almost the whole time after the feeder went on. And we had them there the 2 other hunts too that we had done. And I was like, this one buck, the one that I was like judging, like, should I take him or not? This whole time, that was that 7-pointer. And I was like, no, he's still too young. He's only a year and a half or something. He has a nice rack, but he'll get better. So I didn't take him. They were all there, and right as it started getting a little too dark.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Alex.
Oh god, did you see how much damage the thing took?
No.
I'm almost dead.
Oh my god. Oh shit. So, well, at least that fully heals you.
Clearly, we're gonna use fire.
So Alex actually spotted this deer coming in because the deer in front of us actually started acting up a little bit, and that usually entails like something's coming. And sure enough, it was coming on Alex's side and coming in. And I finally saw him from a distance, and this deer had a big body. Big body. I was like, okay, well, this is most likely a shooter, just judging by the body. He's older. He's about 4 to 5 years old, and so he comes in, and he's sporting this poor ass rack. He had 4 on one side and like fucked up on the other side. It was almost a spike. It turned out to be like a 5-6 pointer or something like that, but his rack was so bad that he needed to be taken, which we call a cull buck. We don't want this inferior deer breeding. Unfortunately, he had been under our radar for several years because he wasn't a 4 to 5 year old deer and had a horrid rack, and obviously that's bad. So even Alex, not having that much hunting knowledge, knew that we needed to take this deer. And so there was the first time I have the crosshairs on him. And the spider came back, and she was freaking out, but she did really well.
Oh my god.
She did really well. She was quiet. She was quiet. And
I was just internally screaming.
Yeah. So I took the shot. I dropped him right there. He didn't go anywhere. And that was the first time Alex actually saw all that happen. It was the first time. He died within 20-30 seconds. I got a perfect hit straight through the lungs and heart. And I got a deer, and that was fun for you, finally experiencing all that.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of fish in your pond there.
Oh yeah, and then okay, so we have a pond. Oh. Sorry, kids, this is go see the ammo barrel and list and get or do that Saucy dance. That's how Barracuda Joe got in.
You gonna show me some moves, Barracuda Joe? Alright.
Okay. Wouldn't be that one.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Oh. So we have this pond. We actually have 2 ponds on our property, but there's one right by the house. Yeah, this property has a house. We don't camp there. We have water, we have shower, we have electricity, we have everything there. So,
oh my god.
But there's this pond right next to it, and the owners, which are my dad's friends, finally put like a pipe out there that runs water into the pond. So whenever it's getting low, we can just, turn on the water and it fills it a little bit back up. Well, we were getting ready to stock the pond with catfish and bass, right? So whenever we went out there, we'd just, you know, for fun, catch fish. Well, this year we actually had a little bit of flooding out there, and for grins and giggles, my dad was like, I'm gonna throw a pole out here, you know, to see if there's anything. Or no. A few weeks prior, we had thrown 3 catfish in there from somewhere else. From hey, look, what's that?
Fuck this shit.
And so my dad was like, I'm gonna try to catch him. Well, he caught a catfish, but it was totally different species.
Than what you put in there.
And smaller than what we put in there. He was like, what the hell? And then we just kept catching catfish after catfish, and we're like, okay. These are all different catfish. Then, the next time we went out, my dad actually bought worms, you know, we were just using whatever we could find before. My dad actually bought worms for next time, and then he throws that out there and he catches this big ass bass, like a good sized, largemouth bass. And my dad's like, what the fuck? So like, and so we're just catching all these baby catfish. These catfish are only probably about 6 inches maybe. You know, they're small. They're just fun to catch, you know. On the pole, you take them off the hook and you throw them back. The bass, on the other hand, was a keeper bass. We threw them back, of course. Then the next weekend, when everybody went out there, they caught another different bass, and they were all catching catfish and whatnot, and it was really cool. So now we have a stock pond, and what had happened was, since it flooded, all the ponds were kind of connected, and all the fish were kind of just moving from pond to pond because they could. And so now we have a shit ton of catfish. It's funny. And turtles. There's a bunch of baby turtles that had just hatched. So they're all resting on the logs and whatnot. And it was cool. And we got some big turtles in there too. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff out there.
Is it,
oh fuck. Yeah, I kinda overshot that. We're not being very consistent with these episodes, but that's alright.